Oh man. Hey guys. Hi. How's everybody doing? Hello. Hi. Hey there. Hi. It's good to see you. It's me, Tomoe. That horse lady that appears sometimes. I literally just got here and I already feel like I need an energy drink. It's not your guys' fault. It's just been a long day. I guess it's been a long week in general, but you kind of gathered that much by now, you know? Kinda gathered that much. But yes, hello, I am your host, Tomoe Umari. It's nice to have you guys here today. Welcome to another stream. Thank you very much for the 5 gift subscriptions. Thank you. You sound a bit low energy. You're doing okay? I have been awake for 16 hours. Wait. Yeah, only 16 hours, so I'm okay. Yeah. I had to think about it. I had to like do some mental math, but I didn't get a lot of sleep yesterday, but what do you mean why? 'Cause I worked 10 hours this morning. And then I got off work. I spent 3 hours trying to troubleshoot the 3D stuff. That didn't work. And then I said, okay, well, I'll stream still. I feel like some stream is better than no stream. And now I'm here. That's been my day. I did a briefing in the morning. I did some volunteering in around lunchtime with some of my coworkers. That was fun. And then the rest was just my normal job, and then I got off work, and yeah, now we're here. I know it's sad the 3D chatting didn't work, but yeah. Oh wait, I guess this is 3D chatting. I was supposed to do a full 3D stream today, but I didn't get that done. So sorry, I did everything I could with the time I had to make it work. It's gonna take me a bit. Speaking of which, hold on. I am in the midst of great things, aka trying to get this set up as quickly as possible. But yeah, it's gonna take me a bit. I will use my whole weekend on fixing it though, so that I can get you guys a good stream going next week, hopefully. How familiar am I with the Geneva Convention? Well, I've studied it a couple times. Did I get voluntold for something? No, I prefaced this a couple weeks ago, but I have had more duties placed upon me recently as an NCO, and they have been very exhausting. I will still use all of my free time for you guys, though. I honestly do not give a rat's ass if I have any free time or not. I don't need any time for myself. I'll take like maybe an hour or two here and there to just like space out and watch anime for a bit. But yeah, other than that, I'll give you guys my time. I'll figure it out. It's okay. A little bit toward the energy drink, thank you. I have one here, but I'm probably gonna go to bed after this, so I don't want to drink it. You say a bit extreme, but that's how it's been for the past few weeks. I do feel bad though when I'm not able to like deliver on the promises I tell you guys, like if I have to delay a stream or what have you, but yeah, if I have more military duties placed on me and I have to get those done in a timely manner, otherwise I'm like holding my team back, then I kind of have to prioritize that. And I don't like to sleep if I don't like to stream if I'm too tired, so I have to like strike that right balance, you know. Yeah. I always have people telling me, oh, Tomoe, you're gonna burn yourself out. I love VTubing, bro. This is my passion. I love VTubing. I love being here for you guys and yapping about stuff to you guys, so don't worry about me. Every military service member is at least this tired a couple times throughout their career. So like, don't worry about me, man. I'm getting at least 6 hours of sleep a night, and the rest is handled with monsters and Red Bulls and what else, whatever other things I can get my hand on for energy. I'm not drinking too much caffeine though. I wasn't trying to worry you guys or anything. I was just explaining. I meant to explain why the 3D stream wasn't today. But I promise you I did my best. I hope you'll take my word for it when I say I did my best. Good evening, Auntie Tomoe. Here's 20 carrots. I wish I could stay, but I have other priorities right now. Have fun chatting and horsing around. Please don't forget to take your horse pills. I won't forget, otherwise I'll vanish. But thank you, Artex. Thank you for the 20 carrots. Thank you for the 10 carrots. Here's something for the Red Bull fun. Just remember to look after yourself first. I don't think you guys are gonna like me saying this, but I hold you guys before myself. To me, you guys are more important. I will not fully neglect myself. I know how to look after my health, but yeah. Please let there be no tech issues with the Umarmy, no way. See, you guys are- I knew you guys were gonna make fun of me for having tech issues, but this is a perfectly valid reason to have tech issues, okay? So try not to be too hard on me for it. I did literally everything I could with every ounce of time I had, okay? So you know, you can rag on me all you want for it, but I tried my darndest, okay? I done did my best. Let's get it. Oh, thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you. Welcome in. There's a new horse girl game, Fire Emblem Shadows. I don't play Fire Emblem, but that sounds cool. I hope the Fire Emblem fans enjoy that one. Any game that has horses is pretty cool in my book. But I ain't gonna play it just for that. I'm not that simple-minded. You can't just wave a horse in front of me and say, Tomoe, you gotta play this game that has horses in it. Most of civilization has horses in it, buddy. It ain't that simple. If there isn't tech issues, would it really be part of the military? No, it's just my own gross incompetence, you know? Just a lack of skill on my behalf. I have fumbled. I have dropped the ball. I have failed you all miserably. That's okay, because I'm still here, so, you know, it'll work out. We'll find a way to make it work. The good thing is, it's not for, like, a big event. It's not like I'm, like, postponing, like, a concert or, anything crazy like that. It's just, funny little dancing. So, you know, it's a little more forgivable, a little more excusable, perhaps. What do you mean it's not that bad? I'm just repeating what you guys are saying. I'm just mimicking chat right now. See, you guys, bunch of bozos calling me a bozo. Well, this is some clown-to-clown communication, and I promise you, I am the ringleader of this circus, motherfucker. That's right, me, Tomoe. Hurry up and wait. What are we waiting for? This is just yapping hours, bro. This is real yapping hours. Full franchise has horses. The new mobile game they just launched has an actual horse girl version of one of the most popular characters. I don't know if this is like a hot take or what, but like, Uma Musume is like the only mobile game I've ever gotten into. I am not a mobile game player, bro. Cause most of them just have a shit ton of ads. Or they're just like, I don't know, I struggle to like compel myself to like click on the button on my screen and be like, I gotta go do my dailies, guys. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm not strong enough to do it. Didn't I play Nikkei recently? I have never played it. No, you got me confused with someone else. It's one of the other countless VTubers that you probably watch. Not me. We're not all the same, okay? We're not all the same. Not to be rude, but why are your legs doing that? Because I am moving around a lot. I'm sorry, I'll try to stand still. I naturally move a lot and it kind of throws things off. There we go. Okay, I recalibrated it. That should be better. I did not adjust the calibration before I started streaming, so my bad, brother. My bad. I forgot you guys get thrown off by that. You might not get asked this a lot, but did you hear about Sergeant Reckless? Who's that? Wow, wow, tell me more about this Sergeant Reckless. I would love to know about Sergeant Reckless. Is there any video I can watch anywhere about Sergeant Reckless? Has anyone ever covered this before? Is there any footage online I could possibly look at to learn more about this horse? Please do tell Mr. Golly G. I'm so curious right now. If being a mechanic has taught me anything, is if your boss starts giving you grief, pick up the biggest spanner in your reach and say play catch with him. And play catch with him real hard. For legal reasons, this is a joke. But what if they catch it? Wouldn't that be impressive? I think that would be pretty impressive. You'll be real, you're new and have no idea who Sergeant Reckless is. Okay, let me break down the joke. So, Sergeant Reckless is a historical horse that was in the Marine Corps, part of the Korean War. And a lot of new fans will show up and be like, hey, Tomoe, you're a military horse girl, right? So, have you ever heard of Sergeant Reckless before? Have you ever heard of Sergeant Reckless? You're like the VTuber version of Sergeant Reckless. There's a video on it. You can look it up and you can learn all about Sergeant Reckless. Tomoe, you need to go look into this. This is really important. You need to go research this immediately. And I usually don't have the heart to tell them that they're like the 20th person to tell me that within the past 3 days. But yeah, if you stick around, you'll see it a couple times. Probably won't take very long, but it comes up quite a bit. I'm not mad about it. I try not to get mad at like people who are new in chat for asking things that come up a lot, because like, I mean, obviously they don't know any better, but it is definitely a long-running joke that will probably never end, quite frankly. I don't think that there's gonna ever be an end to that one. I think that's pretty much my fate set in stone. Granted, I had no fucking idea who Sergeant Reckless was before I became a VTuber. Had no idea what Umarmy was either, but I get compared to both of them every single day. Which, you know, you get used to it. This is just an occupational hazard, you know? This is kind of just what comes with it. Also, yes, if you're going to field, that is good advice. Do not kill yourself. It's the best briefing you could possibly receive. Danger Dead is also a common pastime for mechanics. Reckless Abandon? That's a pretty good joke, I'll give you that. Hey Tomoe, do you know who Sergeant Reckless is? Oh boy, I don't, but I'm probably about to find out, huh? Oh, you're you can't get me with this one, man. I know how this is. So I'll stay there with 4.9 years. You are my favorite Umarmy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sergeant Reckless was a war hero, just to be fair, clear. No, it's okay. I have all the Sergeant Reckless memorabilia. I have a Sergeant Reckless shrine in my closet. I kneel in front of it every day before I go to work, pleading to the great horses beyond that I can be even half the horse that Sergeant Reckless was, bro. I'm no war hero. I'm just a phony, bro. I am just a humble mayor trying to make it in the world. I will never be able to hold a candle to Sergeant Reckless. You know, every hero has their cheap imitation, and that's just me. I'm like the imitation crab of Sergeant Reckless, you know? Not even a real crab, just an imitation crab. Not like a horseshoe crab, but like a horse. So not even an imitation crab, probably like an imitation horse. You get the point. You get what I'm getting at. You understand. Yeah. Speaking of horses, have you watched War Horse? I have not watched War Horse. No. No, I have not. Yeah, this is, oof, man, you've been screwed over your entire career when it comes to having good senior leadership. Hey, man. Probably a lot of people in chat can relate with that, including me. I think I recently got good leadership though, but we'll see how that pans out. At least I'm not on 12-hour shifts anymore. Thank fuck. You want to know the real exhausting thing is trying to be a VTuber when you have to do 12 hours of work every day. That shit sucks. That was me for like 5 months earlier this year. That was awful. I didn't have time for anything, but I still had time for you guys. That's what matters. Even if I'm only getting 4 hours of sleep a day, I'll still make time for you guys. Sorry if I'm yelling a lot, by the way. I'm like deliriously tired, but I'm just happy to be here, honestly. Right to bed after stream, that's kind of where I'm at too, don't worry. 12 hours is so bad, how do they justify that? Let me tell you how they justify that. The mission comes first, man! Fuck you and your mental health! The mission comes first! Everything else is second. You can adapt. You sign the contract. You sign that piece of paper. That's your ass is grass, bro. What can you do about it? You got a family, you got a wife, you got kids? Oh man, they can wait at home. It's fine, bro. You want to spend a couple extra hours after work? You sure do. That's one way to get hated. Oh, guess what, man? No matter how much you hate them, you still gotta follow orders, buddy. What do you mean I'm a workhorse? Look, if leadership tells you you have to work a certain shift, you can't really say no. I can't just quit my job, you know? You can't just say, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna come to work anymore. I'm gonna turn my 2-week notice in. You can't do that. That's not how this works. Don't get day for the 5 carrots. Morale's optional, and your family didn't come. Your family didn't come in your sea bag. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, that's that. Yeah, same principle, honestly. What did I say my job was again, or did you not say it? I am an active duty member of the United States military. As for the particularities of my job, I ain't gonna say all that, cause I'm still active duty, so I don't want people tracking me down. Yeah, that's about the gist of it, though. Yeah. It's not top secret, it's personal. There's a difference. There's a difference, okay? Job is being a horse. Yeah, I actually have to horse around full time. This is my actual 9 to 5, not gonna lie. You'd love to tell us, but you'd have to kill us. Man, I don't know about murder. That's a bit of a jump. That's a little harsh, don't you think? Every time, I don't know, I'm surprised my security clearance hasn't been revoked yet, man. Not that I've done anything crazy, but I feel like when they go to renew it, they're gonna be like, what is this? I don't want to talk about it, man. Don't make me explain anything. I don't want to talk about it. That would be the most awkward conversation ever, dude. That would be so awkward. What about the family of 5 you killed while trucking? Oh yeah, I forgot to buy alcohol. That is one thing I totally forgot about today. I don't know if I have any. You know what? I can always go grab some tomorrow if need be. It's fine. Is this you? I mean, what can you really say? If they have, like, definitive proof that it's you, you can't really say, no, never heard of that lady in my life. Never heard of that before. I don't know who she is. I mean, I see the sort of things people share online, but yeah, I guess there's weirder things out there than being a VTuber. I could be like a murderer. Yeah. I haven't killed anyone, for the record. That was just a hypothetical. But if I did, I can tell you exactly how I would do it. I can get into like the nitty gritty of it, you know. I can go into detail. Did I hear that the BBC put out a vid/tiny segment about VTubers? That would never happen in America. I did see the footage though. It was on Vexpo. It's kind of like surreal, you know, seeing news coverage about VTubers and a British accent. That was like the double whammy there. It's like, you're doing too much now. There's too much happening here. This horse girl sounds a lot like you, soldier. I don't want that happening. You guys don't understand. My troops would never look at me the same. They're gonna make fun of me, man. I can't deal with it. I can't. See, you guys make fun of me, that's fine. I can walk away at any time. I could stand up right now, walk away from my desk, walk out of my house, and vanish into the tree line, never to be seen again, and there's not shit you could do about it. But that I can't do that at work. You know, that's gonna stay with me. I can't do anything about that. You can't, you yell at it. What do you mean? What do you mean? I was about to say my favorite horse girl, but I don't want murder. Now, I'm not gonna murder you! I'm not gonna murder anyone. I'm peaceful. I'm a pacifist, you know? I ain't ever hurt nobody before. I would never do such a thing. That poor clearance review person having to deal with the sarcasm and jokes. Hey man, I'm sure they've dealt with worse situations. One shows up with your patch. Nuh-uh. That would never happen. That would simply never happen. I refuse to believe that. Look, I got a year and a half left in. I just gotta coast by in the meantime. It'll be okay. Chat, why Tomoe cute? I'm over here yapping about murder and other such things. What do you mean cute? What do you mean cute exactly? Pacifist looks inside military. You clearly don't know what happens in the military. You think I just go to work every day and I just punch someone in the face and chug a Red Bull and I'm like, yep, happy to be a part of the United States military again. And I just have like a bunch of people I hate plastered on my wall and I throw darts at them every day to, you know, just kind of feel something. What do you mean? That's what NCOs do. No. No. I am a responsible horse sergeant, okay? A kill list? Do I look like I have a kill list to you? You got like 8 years left? Bro. People who do the full 20 are built different. I could never. I simply cannot. I do not have that capacity. That's literally what NCOs do. No. Stop saying yes! That's not true! That's not true. That's not true, guys. Come on now. Come on now. No one's gonna die. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Pick your rate, pick your fate. You know, every day, I know this is gonna sound terrible, but like, hear me out. Every day, I'm like, damn, I should have like enlisted with a desk job because like life would be so much easier right now. I would be so much less stressed out every day. I wouldn't have this stupid ass work schedule if I could just sit behind a desk and fuck up people's pay for a living and then go home and space out for a bit. It would be so simple, man. It would be so easy, but I didn't do it. And now I'm a dumbass for it, you know. Suffering builds character. I don't know about all that. I mean, maybe, kind of. I don't know. Yeah. I guess I'm like slightly different of a horse than when I first joined. But look, I like to say this all the time. I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like my military experiences have made me a better VTuber. I don't know if you guys can see the correlation at all or not, but like, See, like, you know how there's like stupid ass drama that happens all the time in VTubing? I'm like really good at handling it because I see stupid shit happen at work all the time. So like, I already know what to do. I've already been through this before, man. I know what to do. I know how to resolve these things. Also, no, I will not be in the guard or reserve when I get out. When I'm out, I'm out. They ain't getting me with that. I refuse. I enlisted with a desk job and now they have me in the motor pool all day. I'm so sorry. You did your best, champ. That's all that matters. They still find a way to fuck people over though. You gotta be careful about it. Most VTubers need to manage interpersonal issues. I feel like having life experience, like, by dealing with shitty people. Okay, so the thing about like my particular job is I deal with shitty people sometimes, and it's not, there's no easy way out of it. Like, I can't just say I don't want to deal with this person anymore, I will never interact with them again, and then I walk away. You have to find a way to deal with it, because that's the person you have to work with every day. So you have to find a way to make it work. You have to find a way to confront the issue and resolve it responsibly. You can't just walk away. So, you know, I feel like that's a good experience to have, though. Obviously, some people are fucking intolerable, but, like, usually you can find some common ground, or at least, you know, coexist without, well, you can coexist to get the mission done, but beyond that, you don't have to be friends with them necessarily. But it's still, like, there's a level of professionalness to it still, all the same. I have a good bet that you'll find the love of your life. Hydration check? What is this even in context to? What is this in context to? You're like throwing me out like one of those Chinese fortune cookie type things. I don't know how to interpret this, buddy. What are you talking about? The water does help though, thank you. I always have water when I'm yapping now. I've learned my lesson. You have to be an adult. Shocking that some people struggle with it. A lot of being an adult comes with life experience. There are a lot of people who don't have the opportunity to get that experience, you know? I don't know how to put this in proper words. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but like, sometimes when I see people like flip shit over trivial stuff, I'm like, damn, you have not faced enough hardships if this is what you choose to lose it over, bro. You gotta pick your battles wisely. That's probably the nice way of putting it, at least. So like, thank you for the 9.9 cures. Don't worry, Tomboy, when staff duty hits, just put it on one of your soldiers. You're trying to make me into a shitbag. I'm a good person. I just have crash out moments, but it's okay. My horse plushie looks like it took too much Fent and got hit by a Ford Ranger. I love it. Yeah, they're really squishy. They're like condensed, you know, so that they can go through anything and come out in one piece. They're just funny fellas like that. What can I say? It's okay, Tomboy. I don't need to do the full 20. I learned that my job field is under review for exposure to category 1 chemicals. I'll get cancer by 40, but I can super chat with my 100% disability. I'm sorry, I should not be laughing at that, but that's very typical. Oops, we accidentally exposed you to hazards. My bad, buddy. Sorry about that, G. I guess we'll figure something out later. So we a bit of an oopsie daisy there. Apparently crashing out only applies to trivial things originally. Oh, is that what the original definition was? Hey, it's my second favorite Uma Musume. What? Thank you. I appreciate your honesty, brutal as it may be. What's a little radiation gonna do to you? It's gonna make you smarter. Wait, no. I think if you get exposed to enough radiation, you have to get it like logged or something like that. One of my buddies was telling me about that. I guess she's seen it happen to one person before, but Yeah. I don't know about melting your skin. That's a bit extreme. But there's still like, there's like procedures for this. Just ask the people who have to work with those things. Exposure is in fact based on lifetime amount. That is true. Every time your body reacts to it more and more, apparently you get like more sick. Even if it's like from the same dose because it's compounding in your body or something like that. Yeah. The moral of the story is I'm a slightly stronger VTuber now because of my hardships, but I still just want to be a VTuber. I don't want to deal with any of this anymore. I'm not trying to bitch about it, by the way. I just love doing stuff for you guys, and I'm pissed off I don't have more time for it. But I've been planning things, you know. I've got projects going on. I have like 3 things that you guys are gonna love coming up in December that you haven't even seen yet. I haven't spoiled anything. It's big surprises, okay? And then I have more shorts I need to record too. But also, I ordered more art commissions too, so I can share more art of my new design, and I figured it would make everyone happy. So I was like, I should order more art to share with chat. So that's what I've been up to in my day-to-day when I'm not crashing out after work and you know, drinking energy drinks or napping. Christmas presents? I'm really bad about seasonal art. I'm so sorry for that. I know a lot of VTubers are like, I need to get like Halloween art, I need to get fall art, I need to get winter art. I will probably get winter art because I love winter art, but I'm bad about that sort of thing. I just kind of like, I don't know, I try to get things I think you guys would like. I like looking at art, so I like commissioning art to give you guys the art and stuff. Yeah. Is it possible for us to snag the instrumental / karaoke version of Fine Day? I might be able to work that out. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have the instrumental, but I could talk to the song creator about it. As a service member, it's your God-given right to bitch about the situation. Yeah, but I feel like that less so applies since I became an NCO. I feel like I have to keep it together slightly more now for the sake of my troops. They can bitch all they want, but I have to be like, you know, I have to be more level-headed for their sake. I feel like I aged like several years the moment I got that rank. I was like, okay, well, now I gotta be an old lady. So I'm not super old, but I feel older than I am, probably because of that, you know? I'm the adult in the room. I mean, yeah. I guess somebody has to be. I don't know how to keep morale up, bro. I'm barely holding on myself. Wait, no, if I can boost your guys' morale, I can boost my troops' morale. That should be easy, right? Are you guys full of morale today? It's Friday. There's no safety briefing, but it's Friday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. I hope you're ready to start your week. I hope that everything goes good for you this weekend. A lot of you guys probably have like D&D sessions tomorrow, or you're gonna go out drinking, or what have you. Just be sure to be safe and have fun, okay? Just have a good weekend. That's all I ask. Me, I will actually be drinking tomorrow because I have to drink for stream tomorrow. So I will be drinking and drunk driving. In a game though, not real, not real. It's a game, so it's okay. But don't do that normally. Don't follow my example. Don't follow Uncle Tomoe's example. It's not a good idea. It should be leaving the 9.9 case. Don't worry, everybody. It is all documented. I am trying to switch out of my career field by next year. It's mandatory that I get blood tested twice a year. For chromates, I'm good so far. What is a chromate exactly? That sounds pretty bad though, I'm not gonna lie. Play with a train, thank you for the 5 carrots. I have weekend duty, this is my only source of morale. I hope that I can keep you entertained for this thing. I'm sorry you have to deal with that though. Where's Apple, thank you for the 2 carrots. To piggyback off of what Sarge said, alright, you gotta finish the briefing out then. You're an engineering student and you live on suffering, not morale. Man, what's that engineering thing? So I was briefly an engineering student before I switched majors. Way back when I was a young fella. I just remember enjoying, I think it's called SolidWorks. I'm pretty sure that was the software. I don't know, it was fun. I don't know why I just remember that, but it was fun. I like making things. Making things is, it's very interesting to me. That's why I wanted to be an engineering student, because I was like, maybe I get to invent cool new stuff. And now I'm just a goofy ass horsewoman. It's very fulfilling though, I have no regrets. Yeah, SolidWorks is fun. I like messing around with the textures and stuff. The more you learn, the more fun you get to have. But it's fun when you get into programs where it feels like you're never done learning, you know? There's always something more that you need to do. Have I ever worked with CAD? I thought SolidWorks was CAD. Wait, I don't know. I might be misremembering. It's been a while, bro. But I was a mechanical engineering major with a minor in mathematics because I love math. I just wish that I was as good at like history and stuff as I am at like math and science. Tomoe has dementia? No! This is all like, it was just a long time ago. SolidWorks is a CAD program. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I had to make sure. Have I heard of / watched the Space King videos? No. I ain't ever heard of that in my life. You were referring to the stream when someone asked for what you want for a relationship? Who starts a conversation like that? You have to explain these things. You gotta explain these things. Oh, it's a Warhammer 40k parody. Okay, yeah. I ain't that privy to these things. I don't, a long time ago, hag horse confirmed. You guys would call me a hag no matter what because of the white in my hair. It's really funny though when people show up and they're like, I don't know if she's old or young. I guess I give mixed signals. Everyone always says I sound young, but then I act like I'm old, and then some people are like, nah, she's definitely young, and then some people are like, nah, this horse lady's old as hell. Maybe it's a matter of perspective though, I don't know. The white is a performance stripe. That's my blaze, bro. I don't know how to explain the rest of the white at this point, though. I don't know how to explain the rest. Old soul or whatever they say. Nah, I'm just tired from work. That's all it is. Look, once you get to a certain point, you gotta grow up quickly, you know? I think, what is it? They say, the circumstances of life are what really make you age. Not so much your actual age, but like, sometimes you just get responsibilities placed on you and you have to figure it the fuck out because people are counting on you. And I think that's where you see like maturity come in, and you know, that's why I always thought it was bullshit when people are like, oh, I'm like this age, you know, I'm like 30 plus or whatever. I'm super mature. I'm way more mature than you. And then they have like the temperament of a small child because they just have never faced any hardships and they haven't grown the fuck up yet. But it's always those people who are quick to throw their age at you that typically are the most immature fucks of all. Pardon my language, I'm very drowsy, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? You guys get what I'm trying to say. I don't know, man. I feel like if you're a certain type of way, you shouldn't be trying to convince people that you are that way. You should let people form their own opinion of you. It's like when people are like, oh, I'm such a nice person. How can you trust anyone that says they're a nice person, bro? You just let people form that opinion themselves. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rant about this, but that's just my opinion. That is my hot take of the day. Please don't cancel me. We don't need any horse Google Docs dropping. I'm not ready for that right now. I've had a long week, okay? Yeah, see, now if you say you're a bad person, I can't trust you. I'm skeptical now. Got a healthy amount of skepticism. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't I announce my graduation? I have never announced my graduation ever. That is never a thing that I did at any point in my career. At no point did I even hint at a well, I don't know. I guess it depends on who you ask, but no. I did not graduate, nor did I ever say I'm graduating. I don't know, bro. I don't know why people are still saying that, man. I'm here. I'm sticking around. I don't even graduate from college for like another year. Well, not another year, but yeah. Yeah, I just quit V-Dere because I'm busy as fuck. I have things I need to do. I barely have time for my own content right now, but I'll never stop trying for you guys. I'll never stop trying to make it work for you guys. But yeah, unfortunate circumstances, but we gotta make the most of it. I saw the word announcement on a white background and never looked back. I think assumptions are very bad to make. I understand that it's like, oh, you know, we have pattern recognition, but I feel like I don't know if this, you guys can tell me I'm wrong if you want to, but I feel like people shouldn't just automatically assume the worst from announcements. Because, like, how the fuck are you supposed to announce anything then if people just assume that you're graduating if you say, I have an important announcement? It was an important announcement to me, but I wasn't like, you know, I have no intention of graduating. I have my whole anniversary planned a week after that. Like, everything was set up. So I don't know why people assumed I was graduating, aside from the fact that it's like, oh, white background, word announcement. But that could mean literally anything, you know? That could mean anything. It's the way you present the announcement. I literally just said announcement though, and it had a happy looking horse on it. That's why I don't understand. I wasn't trying to stress you guys out. I wasn't trying to traumatize anyone, but like, I don't know, man. It's fine to make assumptions, but like, if I was gonna graduate, there would be more signs, okay? I would tell you guys. It wouldn't be like something that literally comes out of nowhere, you know? I guess there have been a lot of graduations lately, now that I think about it. A lot of hiatuses, too. I'm not really sure what's going on. Maybe people are just tired. Not really positive, to be honest. I'm not graduating. I'm not gonna quit. I don't even know what I would do in my free time outside of VTubing at this point. Okay, well, all right. I'll promise you guys this. I will never make another announcement stream like that again unless I'm graduating. Does that make you feel better? I will never set up an announcement again, because I guess you can't use that word anymore. You can't use the word announcement. You gotta do it differently, I guess. It's a little bit ridiculous in my opinion, but I also get where you guys are coming from. I don't know how I'll announce things. I'll have to get creative, man. I gotta figure this out. Gotta figure this out, bro. A bit, but now we know if we see that it means trouble. Yeah, but you guys would have assumed the worst anyway, so why not at least make it clear of what I mean? If I tell you now what you can assume from that. Announce everything on a white background. Literally no picture, just white background. Nothing else whatsoever. I don't know. You can't control how people perceive things. It's impossible to work around that for everyone. Yeah, but now I have to make like triple, quadruple sure that people don't think I'm graduating just because I have an announcement. I will do, wait, okay, you know those old prank channels where they were like, prank gone wrong, gone sexual, cops called, lit myself on fire accidentally. Maybe I could just add like one of those tags to the end, like, announcement, good news, not anything bad, do not worry. Please do not panic. Just all those in the tags next to it. Not dying. Nothing is falling apart. Yeah, maybe that's all it takes. Control by making an announcement, then it's just you making horse noise. Yeah, but that's mean, you know? If people are already assuming the worst, that's mean. I don't think it's something to stress about too badly. I mean, I'm sorry for worrying you guys. That is the main thing. I'm sorry that I didn't handle it better. Granted, I don't know. I didn't think things would go that way. Permission to speak. Well, if you're already speaking, how you have to speak to ask permission to speak. But I don't know. You can say what you want to, as long as it's not against the chat rules. Go ahead. If Tomoe graduates, she could just be reborn as a different horse. I don't think I'd want to be anyone but myself, you know? I feel like it'd be weird. It'd be pretty weird, wouldn't it? Yeah. Pretty content being myself. Announcement, say goodbye to Canada. It's alright, boss, you're still learning like the rest of us. I don't understand being mad at me, though, for, like, phrasing it. How do I put this? I am learning, but at the same time, I don't feel like I'm the only one at fault here. But also, I acknowledge that I could have phrased it better, if that makes sense. But I don't think I was, like, 100% in the wrong. I don't think I was 100% in the wrong. It's a little bit of both. Yeah. I sounded sad because I was sad. It was a sad announcement. What can you do about it? It was one of those things. Composure. For the record, leaving your group is the definition of graduation that came from idol culture. It has shifted to mean VTuber dies. You know the funniest thing about that is, I did use it in terms of like, I guess you could say I graduated from V-Dere, because it was like, you know, a VTuber group. So I graduated from V-Dere, yes. Do I have a favorite Doctor Who incarnation? I've never seen Doctor Who before, bro. I've never seen it before. That would be technically correct. Yeah, see? I'm thinking in the 5th dimension. But then people are gonna be like, Tomoe, that's not right. You know what graduation means in VTuber terms, you fucking doofus. Except probably a lot more mean than that. Yeah. But you're still listed as an affiliate, right? I personally don't see that as graduation exactly, since you're still at least associated with them. But the thing is, like, here's the way I see it. I left the group, right? I am fully no longer a part of V-Dere. V-Dere is a VTuber group. It's not a VTuber corpo. I feel like, you know, the reason why I said affiliate, the reason why it's phrased that way is to make it clear that we're still friends. But I'm not in V-Dere anymore. I am 100% not in V-Dere anymore, but I have nothing against any of them. We're still cool, but I'm not in the group anymore. Yeah. The door is open for me to return. Well, yeah, it's a VTuber group. It's not a corpo. It's a VTuber group. So, I feel like that's kind of like implied, you know? I didn't sign a contract or anything, but yeah, the most important thing is just to make it clear that it's not on bad terms, but yeah, I'm not in V-Dere anymore. Tomoe, I just wanted to let you know one of your juniors is getting an article. Damn, that sucks. On a Friday, no less. Who would have thought? Umarmy, thank you for the 5 carrots. Hey boss, I got a call for jury duty. Any tips on skipping out and evading the police when they inevitably look for me? Why not just like go and space out for a bit, you know? Why not? Why not, man? Why not? Can't be a dairy anymore. I'm just a horse, bro. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I liked being in a VTuber group, but I feel like for my lifestyle, the way I do things, like my erratic ass schedule and all the things that come with it, it's not really conducive to like a group that's as high activity as V-Dere is. There's like a lot of things that we had to do. They weren't forcing me to do anything, obviously, but I couldn't really participate the way I wanted to, and it was like causing a lot of stress on me. So I feel like it's better if I just stick to myself for, you know, just the way I gotta do things, if that makes any sense. That's kind of how I see it, at least. I'm sure there's probably some people who are like pissed off at me for leaving. They're probably like, ah, Tomoe, she abandoned V-Dere, she's such a bitch, how dare she? But like, I left because I felt like it was the best thing to do, you know? I don't want to get anyone's hopes up and say I'm ever gonna rejoin, because I got a lot of shit going on. And I don't know. I wish the best for them. I want them to like, you know, go and do their thing. I want to see them succeed. They deserve it. They're hardworking, but like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of just gotta go do my own thing too, you know? That's the way I see it anyway. That's the way I see it. I feel like we're all responsible for our own futures, so it's what you make of it. I don't know, man. Who knows? Maybe one day they'll have like their name on billboards and shit. The future is uncertain. Would you consider returning if you've completed your service and they have they give you an offer? I don't know, but I don't plan on rejoining. I think even when I'm free, I don't know. How do I explain? I'm trying to figure out the best way to phrase this. I gotta think for a second. You guys are making me think for once. As both, yeah, that's really far in the future. And also, I don't know. Like, even if I don't join the group again, like I said, we're still friends. I want them to like do what they do, but I have like a lot of things that I'm like super passionate about right now. And I don't have time for them, so I feel like it would be bad to like put time into a group when there's still so many personal projects that I want to see fulfilled. So like, even when I'm like fully out of the military, my highest priority is going to be my personal projects that I have for you guys. Because as much as I have fun, you know, thriving with other people, there's like stuff that I still want to do for the Umarmy specifically. And steps that I want to take in my career alongside you guys. That's how I see it, at least. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I don't know if I articulated that properly, but that's why I say I don't really have any intention of rejoining. There's way too much shit I have to get done still. And I'm sure V-Dere will do well. I have a lot of faith in that, but yeah. I think a lot of people also don't realize this is the first V-Dere... This isn't the first V-Dere graduation. Another member already left before Gen 2. That as well, yes, that is also true. That is also true as well, yeah. I think what tripped a lot of people up was the whole affiliate thing. I think that probably wasn't the best phrasing in hindsight, because I think that made people think that I was like... I don't know how to word it. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. Yeah. But it did help people understand it was on good terms, which is the most important part. So, yeah, that's my stance on it. That is how I perceive everything. That is where I'm at. LLC? What do you mean LLC? Huh? Yeah, I don't think it's really applicable in like a VTuber group context because V-Dere is not a corpo, despite the fact a lot of people think it is. Even now, there's probably someone in chat who's like, "What do you mean you weren't in a corpo?" I've never been in a VTuber corpo before, ever. But I guess it's really confusing, so sorry if I confused anybody. Sorry if you're confused by this. It is like an affiliation group, yeah. Like, in essence, I feel like a VTuber group already implies that you're affiliated with each other, but there's not like a formal legal thing binding you guys together, you know? Yeah. Her LLC is... I don't have an LLC. I don't got an LLC, bro. You said run by the VTuber, so it's not a corp, just people hanging out. Yeah. Yeah. How am I doing? Can I tell you guys something funny? Well, you put me on the spot here. Sorry that the conversation got kind of serious there. I wasn't really sure what else to I didn't know how else to explain all that, because I guess that was what the whole announcement thing was about to begin with, and misinformation is bad, so I gotta clarify. If you guys have any other questions for me, just in general, I mean, I'm always open, so long as I have the energy to answer them, which I do right now. I can answer questions, it's fine. This is just a yapping stream anyway. Yeah, starting a business isn't hard though. LLC, that's fine. It's just reminding me tax season's coming up in like 3 months, which doesn't make me happy at all. I'm not very happy about it. You guys have a lot of crazy questions. Maybe I should have made that so open-ended. You guys got a lot of crazy questions there. That is fair. I'm sorry for asking again, but I'm trying to figure out if Horsepad is still available. If you mean the Horsepad shirt, yeah, it's still available. I have a lot of merch out now that I think about it right now. Maybe I do too much merch. I'll probably dial it back soon. I've been doing a lot of merch this year. And I gotta like space my ideas out a little bit more. Yeah, well, we have like got like a challenge coin, gun charm, patch, gym towel, sweetheart grips, mag wraps. Yeah, there's a lot right now. Oh yeah, protein powder still too. Yeah, you don't need permission to draw me. Why are you asking for my permission? You don't need permission for that. Your bank account hates me? What the heck? I appreciate the support, but you guys don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. I've already said this several times. I'm happy just to have you guys here. More gun merch. I want to do more gun merch. It's just hard to figure out what to make. Everybody has like vastly different stuff that they desire in terms of gun merch. I'm not doing anything crazy, okay? I'll be reasonable about this all. I'm a very reasonable horse when you get to know me. Oh yeah, there's also the tactical feedback. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of stuff. Make a scope? You make it sound so easy. It's not that easy. If you got some good quality gun merch, I'm probably gonna buy it. We have to get better photos of the sweetheart grips. They still look like something you'd find off of like an old eBay listing. It's very ominous, to be honest. Are you having issues sending the grips to Australia again? I gotta explain this. Gotta break this down. This is tragic, but like, gun grips count as a firearm part. Australia has like crazy strict gun laws. They're very anti-gun, so I can't really do much to get around that as long as it's like something that clearly looks like a gun component. We're trying to figure out how exactly we could, you know, make it not so gun component-y, but that kind of also ruins it takes away from the point of the merch in the first place. So, yeah, it's very, very tough, very difficult. Does the shirt shrink? I'm not really sure. I would, take a look at the material it's made. It's mostly made out of cotton, if I remember correctly. It should say on the, website, but, I think so. I'm actually talking to the Australian Border Force about that. I'll update when I hear back. It is really silly to restrict gun grips of all things. You can't really, like, hurt anyone. Why not sell charms you can hang off a thingy? Yeah, I am selling a gun charm. It's not listed as a gun charm because that's, you know, hard to say, but, yeah, the horse charm from Kawa is a 1x1. Actually, I don't know if it's 1x1. It's a roughly 1x1 though, more or less. And it's supposed to be a gun charm. Yeah, I don't... I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Tomoe, don't ask how, but I found body pillows of you. Why are you selling these? You can't need that much money. I am not selling body pillows. That is not, well, I mean... I do have to do it for the donathon. I forgot about that, but I don't know what you found, but that is not my merch. That is not my merch. Which I don't really care if people make fan merch. That's their own prerogative, you know? Not yet, at least. I have to clarify this again. If I do a body pillow, it's not going to be an NSFW body pillow, because I don't do NSFW merch. Or anything. I don't do NSFW content. How about body bags instead? I don't think that one's gonna fly, buddy. I don't think that's gonna fly. One side Tomoe, the other side is an actual horse. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this in this economy. What about the NSFW commission? You mean the OSHA violation? That's safe for work. It's not safe for work in the sense that it's an OSHA violation, but it is otherwise safe for work. Yeah. You're glad I'm safe for work? Well, I appreciate your appreciation. That is quite kind of you. Pillow covers can be safe for work. That is true. Yet the 1911 grips exist. I don't think they're safe for work. You guys know what I mean by safe for work, okay? Stop sassing me. You guys are so sassy. What is this? For places with strict regulations on gun parts, could you maybe categorize your grips as being for airsoft guns? I don't know if that's allowed or not, but that feels very dicey. I'm trying not to get my business partners in trouble with the law, you know? Although I think people typically, like, get in trouble more so for importing things that are illegal, not exporting. It depends on what it is, though. You're very interested in how the docu will work if it's not going to be suggestive at all? I don't know. I don't know exactly what the artist is gonna do, but it's... I don't necessarily have an issue with suggestive art. I just don't want to like draw like I don't want like straight up how do I put this? You get what I mean. You understand what I mean, man. There's a difference between something that's like, oh, this is this sexy in a tasteful way, and wow, that's a naked woman right there. But it also doesn't even have to be suggestive docu. There's not suggestive docus, that's true. I have an idea. Sell it as a casing for a 1/2-inch impact driver. Make everything but the grips extremely thin and easy to trim and deburr. Might mean more manufacturing costs though. Man, that's complicated. This is very, very complicated. Also, yes, there is a difference between something being suggestive and just straight up like, this is definitely not safe for work. Oh, it's very complicated though. Tomoe's abs will corrupt the children. I'm not even that bad, bro. I'm not even that bad. Would you sell merch that's the socks and gloves from your model? I don't know how many people would buy thigh highs, but I guess that can't be the first time they've been sold as VTuber merch. That bad, so you are bad? I don't think so. I'm not even trying to take like some grand moral standing or anything, bro. I just don't like NSFW jokes or themes for my own content, so I typically avoid it, but it's not like I'm a total fucking prude, dude. I work with people who make inappropriate jokes all the time. I don't care that much. It's like, oh, there's suggestive art of Tomboy out there. Oh, man, God forbid there's suggestive art of me out there. It's not a big deal at all. I really don't care that much. It's just, you know, I want to keep the vibes as they are here. I say it all the fucking time, but that's why things are the way they are here. So yeah, that's why that is. You'd be surprised about the thigh highs. I don't know if you guys have picked up on this, but I typically try to buy merch that I think most of chat will enjoy, or at least a big subsection of chat. I try to tailor my merch to things that I think you guys would think are cool, which works because a lot of you guys have similar interests as me, so it's like mutual thinking that it's cool. Suggestive art of Tomoe art in Bunny Girl was up there. See, I didn't really see it that way, but like, my brain's kind of fucked up in the sense that, I don't know, I look at things from a very artistic perspective. I know a lot of people looked at the Bunny Girl art and they're like, wow, that's sexy as hell. And I'm like, I guess objectively speaking, that's true, but like, I don't really see it that way. I don't know. I didn't really see like, I don't, maybe like the poses were pretty chill. There wasn't anything particularly raunchy about it, you know? I think it was pretty cool, pretty nice. Will the chibi pin be restocked on Oshi? I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Probably not. I don't do too many restocks of merch. Yeah. I don't do too many restocks. It would make for a good standee, perhaps. It's really hard to explain though, like, cause I don't know, it's the complication of like enjoying art that's like just stylish or like just I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people see art of VTubers and they make a lot of assumptions about the VTuber based on art, where a lot of the times I just want to let artists draw what they want to draw and then I share it, so it's very confusing. Great, thank you for the 4.99 carats. Tomoe, let me ask, would you ever wear a bunny outfit IRL? I feel like it would be against the tomboy code, but I just have to ask anyway. I think, what's the best analogy I could give? I'm trying to think of something good here. Yeah, to put it simply, That would never happen in any timeline, in any reality. There is not even a fraction of a chance that I would ever do something like that. Like, not even the slightest inkling of a chance. That is just something that I would never personally do. That is not that I do not have any interest in that whatsoever. I barely even own anything that's like distinctly feminine. I was like asked to wear something that was like semi-formal recently for like a work function, and I was told that I can't wear like a Hawaiian shirt or anything, and I'm like, fuck, that's like a large chunk of my wardrobe that's just out the window. They're like, yeah, you gotta find like a blouse or something. That's what the women wear. You gotta wear like a blouse. And I'm like, I'll check and see if I have anything. That's why I said I don't think I would ever wear anything like that, bro. I don't think so. Yeah. Why are you surprised that I wear Hawaiian shirts? What? I don't know. I like button-ups. I like wearing oversized button-ups. They're really cool. Yeah. They're just comfortable. I don't know. It's like a vibe. But I also wear, I don't know, I have like sweatshirts and stuff. I'm not like the type of person to wear like leggings and a nice female feminine outfit or what have you. So yeah, don't have to worry about any of that me wearing super girly sexy clothes. I don't have that. You don't have a go-to formal outfit? Bro, where the fuck am I going other than work? I go to the work, I go to the gym, I go home. Why would I have a go-to formal outfit for going out somewhere when I ain't going anywhere? And if I am, then I'll wear clothes that I'm comfortable in. So, it's just my chill clothes. You gotta think about it from that perspective. There's a lot of logic here. Just gotta string the logic together. Did I say I was going to wear a Hawaiian shirt at a formal event? I said semi-formal. Just like, you know, a little bit more professional than like, just like a graphic t-shirt and like some shorts. You know? Like the emergency fit for formal events, dude. Nah, I'll stay home. I'll come up with an excuse. I'll like go up on like a 12-foot ladder and not have 3 points of contact and just stumble off of it and break my leg that day. It's alright. What you're saying is Tomoe is perfect for a tomboy becomes feminine movie arc? What's wrong with just being the way I am, huh? What's wrong with a tomboy being a tomboy? Why are you trying to make me girly, huh? He's trying to untomboy the tomboy. I cannot believe this. How could you do this? You are barely an adult? What the fuck? For not having formal clothes? Or am I supposed to have like a super formal dress or something like that? That's doing too much, man. That's doing too much. Confirmed girl failure. I am not a girl failure. How can you say that? Bro, I prefaced this stream saying that I put my whole day in trying to make you guys happy. I did my job. I took care of myself. Everything was good. I troubleshooted things and then I showed up here for you guys. I'm not a girl failure. I'm not a girl failure. How dare you? How dare you? Why Hawaiian shirts? Because I like things with funny patterns. I also have like a t-shirt with like the werewolf meme that says, what is it? Hold on, let me try to remember what the phrase is. I think it says like werewolf by chance, alpha by choice or something, and it has like the werewolf that's like howling at the moon. It's something like that. It's something, it's the stupid meme werewolf. It's really awesome. Yeah. I love it, dude. I love it. What do you mean, ew? Huh? What do you mean? Why are you guys so mean to me? I'm opening up to you about my sense of fashion. You're disgusted. See, this is why I don't believe a lot of you guys when you're like, oh, I want a tomboy, you know? I want to be with a tomboy someday. Because then I tell you what it's like. I tell you the things that I find funny or interesting or cool. And you guys are like, wow, that's gross, Tomoe. That's fucking weird, man. Why aren't you girlier, Tomoe? And I'm like, yeah, I'm literally telling you how it is, bro. I'm being upfront with you here. That's true, every tomboy is different, but I'm just saying in general, you can't like go up to a tomboy and expect them to be like super fucking frilly and girly and be like, why aren't you like this? What's wrong with you? You don't like stacking adjectives on people makes the boil down to less? I think it depends, man. The reason why I call myself a tomboy is because, I mean, I am. It's just easier to explain a lot of things that way. I don't know, sometimes categories are good because they explain things. But obviously there's more to a person than just like one or two things, you know? People are very layered. I think acknowledging that is important no matter what. Fly with Jay, they were the 20 kids. Just joking about you being a girl, Phil. You'll always be my Oshi. That's right, buddy. I'm competent, except for some things I'm not good at, but that's okay. That's okay. Tomboy with the 50-year-old retired dad fit. That would be so awesome, though. I think I would rock it. The twist is a lot of people have a fantasy of teaching a tomboyish girl to get in touch with her femininity. Why would you want to change someone, though? I thought the point was like to accept them for how they are and enjoy them because they're different. Isn't that the point? I thought people always explained it to me that way. I didn't think the point was to like find somebody who's like not interested in girly stuff and be like, I can make you interested in it though, you know? I don't know. Maybe I interpreted that the wrong way. Maybe I'm like assuming the worst out of that, but I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You want a tomboy so she could mow the lawn and weed? I mean, sure, why not, bro? Why not, man? Someone's gotta go up to the wasp nest outside and swing a bat at it and then run inside. But you could probably just like spray it with the wasp destroying spray or whatever. Or maybe you could like do the method where you like have the gasoline in the container and you put it up to the nest and let the gas kill them. I don't really know what the most humane way of killing them is, but this probably isn't the point, yeah. The spray works well. I've heard that WD-40 works as well too. Except it's like, I don't know if that's true or not. I've never tried it. I don't happen to partake in the destruction of many nests, you know? It's an okay catch-all, but I feel like people have made it something different than reality. I don't know where people's expectations are at this point, bro. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people come into chat with like expectations of how they think I should act or whatever, but the fact of the matter is, you show up here, this is how I am. I will do my best for you guys, but I will not change who I am to make a couple people happy. I assume you guys are all here because you like how I am, so it doesn't make sense trying to change and make everyone happy. I feel like that just causes VTubers a lot of stress, you know, where they're like, oh man, this random new chatter came in and said that I'm a stupid bitch and that I'm not doing anything right and I should just stop streaming. And then they let that get to them, but it's like, who the fuck cares, bro? You got everybody else here who's just happy to be here with you. Just focus on those people. I know that like mentality takes time to foster, but like I feel like you just gotta like ground yourself to it, you know? You can't let every little thing get to you. Obviously, there's some days where you're just not feeling as resilient. I think that's human nature. Like, I think everyone could attest to that. Sometimes you just ain't feeling the vibes, but like, you gotta build an environment where you're just happy to be here and you're surrounding yourself with people who are cool as hell and think you're cool as hell. I mean, you guys hype me up all the time. Thank you for hyping me up. I appreciate it. Gamer tomboys like you are cool, Tomoe. I wouldn't really call myself much of a gamer. I'm kind of shit at games, to be honest. I do like playing games, but I'm not like good at it necessarily, but we do have a fun time. That's all that matters. Yeah. VTubers seem to always overperform and exaggerate. Do you mean in terms of like their grievances or just like how they act on stream? Oh, thank you for the mega cool. Yeah. You want to see me over exaggerate? Hold on. Hold on, I got this. Gotta take a sip of water for this. Hey gamers, it's nice to have you here. I'm Tomoe Umari, horse girl. Can I get a hold on. In chat today, fellas. You know, if you think this is a sick, nasty, super cool stream, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more horse content. I will be here every day of the week. Well, I would be here every day of the week, but you know, I got other obligations out here serving in the United States military. But I will make my best effort for you fellas every day, and we're gonna have a damn swell day together. That's what we're gonna do. Like you, is that what you meant by over exaggerated? Was that what you wanted? Gotta crash in case Chief does call us in if you're ever in SC. First round's on me. I appreciate that. I hope you don't get called in, but thank you for hanging out. See, that's like a happier note there. Hell yeah. Oh, you're in the military? Have you heard of Sergeant Reckless? Oh, oh boy, have I! You don't know if you could ever recover from that? Well, it's like my super cool dude bro voice, you know? Like my sick, nasty, gnarly, super cool fella voice. I can also do a super happy lady voice too, it's true. Everyone in chat that's taken psychic damage before from it can attest to that. It's the hi chat, hello. Oh, hello there. Hi. How are you? Type of voice, you know? I'm just saying, like, I could like, you know, I could totally be a VTuber with that voice, you know? I could do it. I just gotta like change my hair to pink and like go on a whole arc. You need to go on your feminine arc. It's necessary for the plot. You'll eventually come to the realization that you don't like being a girly girl and that being a tomboy is true freedom. Peak cinema. If there was a movie about that, I would watch it because that sounds funny. That's interesting, you know? Please stop. There's only so much cringe that chat can handle. No, that's the best thing about being a VTuber, bro. You can be as cringe as you want, and like you don't feel any shame or embarrassment from it. You have cut off that instinct in your brain. You have lost your survival instincts basically. You have no sense of self-preservation. You just go for it, you know? That's the most beautiful part of it all, man. That's the most beautiful part of it. I think it's better to speak in your natural voice because it's more sustainable, but some people gotta keep up for like a certain aesthetic, you know? Yeah. Am I close to ETSing? I got another 1.5 years left, my dude. We're taking it day by day. I'll be the world's most okayest NCO in the meantime. Transcended the cringe. I don't know if I'll ever truly escape the cringe allegations, but maybe like something could be so cringe that it'll eventually like wrap back around to being cool. There's some things I'll never do though, like it's like when I was asked by some new chatter to do the so it was like, hey Tomoe, you should do like a mommy voice. I can't do that. That is not within my skill set. Are the pistol grips only for the Colt 45 or just the Colt 1911? It's for the 1911. It's the 1911. Yeah. This is a complete setting of horse army. That is true. That is what the fellas have gathered here for today. Tamami isn't real, chat. Yeah, it's true. I don't think I can do that. Do the dishes, son, was her first line. Isn't that the mother voice? You need to go do the dishes. See, I don't even know how to do. I don't know what to do. Go on now. I can do the corny sitcom father voice, kinda. But I yeah. Your inner super creek. I don't think I have that. I don't think I have that. Doubt? Why do you doubt me? I am out. That was the granny voice, but we'd accept. Well, as long as it's not the creepy uncle voice again. I don't want to be accused of that again. I have defeated the allegations. Yes. Give me an wait, hold on. Order. Sorry, the eye twitch was even saying it in a stupid way. It still hurts a little bit. It's like, what if I said it in like a shonen protagonist type of way? It just doesn't work, you know? It just doesn't work. What? Send you guys to bed without supper? Tell you to do the dishes? What kind of scenario is this? Am I sure about this? I don't know. Why does it feel like I've just been baited? I don't know what I did wrong. You know what makes me happy? You know what I realize every time I show up here? I am happy that you guys decide to tune into my content. There are so many VTubers out there, but you're like, yep, I think I'm gonna listen to this horse lady rant about some random shit for a bit. It's just like a hell yeah brother type of thing, you know? I have a lot of appreciation for you guys, so thank you for that. Thank you. I'm always doing the best work because I'm busy as hell, but I'll do my best work for you guys in spite of it. I'm the oldie. I am the horse of all time. Yay. I have a good voice. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I have gotten over my self-consciousness of my voice, even though people always told me that I just sound like I'm out of it. I think my voice is a lot more animated than it used to be fair. I think at some point in my life I was a lot more monotone, but now I'm just, I don't know, I'm just a happy fella now. But I think like when I first started streaming, I was also a lot quieter too. You guys have somehow convinced me to speak up more and be more alive and lively and not dead. Yeah, more expressive. Equestrian supremacy? That is very specific but very real. Very true. I also think people on the West Coast talk a lot more subdued, you know? You can't just say West Coast, okay? There's different segments of the West Coast. Saying I'm from the West Coast implies that I'm from the part of the West Coast that's not the good part of the West Coast, but the slightly better part of the West Coast that is the more acceptable, more aesthetic part of the West Coast. I don't want anyone to think I'm a Californian, okay? That's basically what I was trying to say. Not that there's anything wrong if any of you guys are from California. I don't want to be mean, but I'm sorry if you are. California is so dry, dude. It's not pretty. It's not pretty over there. It's ugly. They just put palm trees everywhere to try and pretend that they're cute, but they ain't cute. They ain't cute at all. I'm West Coast too, but not your West Coast. As long as you're a West Coast, yeah. To those of you who aren't aware, I am from the Pacific Northwest of the United States. Yes. But I haven't been there since I enlisted, so I don't know. It's just because people always ask me where my accent's from. That's why. And then everyone's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because everyone's like, oh, you sound like you're from, like, the Midwest. And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I know where I'm from. The Pacific Northwest is beautiful, okay? I don't care what anyone says. It's beautiful. You can hate whatever you want about it. That is totally understandable. I obviously, you know, it's not perfect, but no places. But it is beautiful. It is very beautiful. Pacific Northwest doesn't have an accent. See, I used to always say I don't have an accent, but everyone's like, oh, Tomoe, you do have an accent, because everybody has an accent, but we don't really have a distinct accent is probably the better way to put it. It's not super distinct. I do have an accent. Okay, see, that's why I don't say it, because everyone always wants to correct me, man. I don't hear it because I'm not used to it. Yeah, but like, I feel like if I had a super distinct accent, people would have been able to guess where I'm from, but literally nobody could guess what state or area I was from before I told them. So therefore, you know, if it's tripping up other people that are even from the US, then it, yeah, that's my main point. That was mostly what I want to get at. It's just not common. Yeah, I guess I could see that. I don't know. Yeah. It's unique to me. As long as it suits my voice, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. To be fair, I think a lot of accents is like how you pronounce certain words, and like maybe it also depends like on sentence flow and stuff like that too. I don't know everything that goes into accents. I'm not one of them linguists. Yeah. Linguini is a pasta. That's not what I was getting at. Dialect? Is that it? Okay. Pacing of your sentences also matter. Does it? Is it really that complicated? It sounds so complicated. The TV announcer. That sounds like a great kind of accent to have. I'm glad if you guys like it. Accent is purely pronunciation. All the extra stuff is dialect. Oh. What do you mean my accent is so obvious? What's obvious about it? What is obvious about it? That's hogwash. I bought your 1911 CR grips. Problem is I don't own a 1911, so I guess I gotta get a 1911 now. You gotta keep it as a family heirloom and tell them it was from the war, and then refuse to elaborate from there. Gotta be super cryptic about it, you know? Tomoe, we need another Duolingo stream, please. Last time I did a Duolingo stream, I got flamed for not rolling my R's, so... You know, I like learning, but I don't want to be thrown under the bus like that again. That was mean. It was mean. You guys are cruel teachers. I think it's obvious when you say it, because I do think the Pacific Northwest has a very blank slate accent. I think it's good though. You know, I gotta let my voice shine through as is. Yeah. Just dropped in and I can't tell where you're from. You sound generic American. What does generic American mean? It's obvious because you don't have any specific East Coast or Midwest accent. Then why the hell did everyone say I sound like I'm from the Midwest or the South? Actually, no, the people who said I was from the South were on some shit, dude, because there is no way I sound like I'm from the South. I'm not sure, but Canadian doesn't seem to have one unless you're from Alberta or Ontario. Oh, that's interesting. Basic American tomboy. Isn't there beauty and simplicity though? Isn't it sometimes good to just keep it all classically and stuff? I think so. You sound, wait, I sound Midwest to you? There's no way. There's no way. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Ohio is such a funny answer though. I don't know much about Ohio, but I was told that crackheads live in the forest. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what my coworkers told me. So take that with a grain of salt. I don't think they just appear out of nowhere though. You think people are projecting southernness onto you? I mean, I got that American spirit, yeah. As someone who went to school in Ohio, she is not wrong. Well, see, I'm glad that I was onto something there. Hey, there's nothing wrong with the South. Don't say that. I was born in the South. I just didn't grow up there. Don't you talk shit about the South. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I think when I ETS, I'm gonna move to Texas. Cause like, I don't know. I just think Texas is cool. And I want to own a lot of guns. It's easier. It just makes sense. I don't know what part of Texas I want to live in, but yeah, I like Texas. Texas is cool. Not back home. I like home, but like, nah. I don't need to be over there. It's good to diversify your living portfolio. I think the only place in the US I probably wouldn't live is the North, because I don't know what the fuck happens in the North part of the US. If you're way up north, how did you adjust to the heat? Isn't it cold as hell over there? Isn't it just like super cold? Go to Wyoming. I heard Wyoming is really pretty in like a natural sense. Isn't Wyoming like the least populated state? I remember hearing about that somewhere. You would think it's Alaska, but it's actually Wyoming. Unless I'm thinking of like a different, similar kind of thing. You like the new model update? You mean my design or the chibi model? I've been having fun doing streams with the chibi model. I hope you guys like it too. Since you came from the Pacific North, how did you adjust to the heat when living in the South? So, I will say this, and I'm sure the other people in chat that are from that area can attest to this. So, Pacific Northwest weather is like, usually somewhere between 30 degrees and 96, but usually it's between, like, I think the average is probably around 70 something, like 70s to 80s. So it's usually very mild and it doesn't have like a lot of extremes. So I don't really think it's that different living in other parts of the country. I don't like how other parts of the country have a little more humidity typically. I guess it depends on where you are though, but I don't fuck with humidity, so anywhere that's humid makes me sad, but yeah, it's really good in terms of temperatures and stuff, but it's not that I can't handle the more extreme temperatures, because obviously there were some days there that were really cold or a little bit on the hotter side, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not a lot different. Yeah, Texas is awesome. That is true. So much for the Gulf Coast. I like to think that people who move to Florida willingly are just kind of built different, because I could never do that. Why be generic when you can be flashy? Virginia also has the perfect weather. I've heard that people live there typically like it. I don't think it's too hot there. I just don't like super duper hot weather. You can do Arizona heat, but you can't do humidity. I've heard a lot of the same from people from Arizona. I also like cactus, so Arizona would be cool to live in too. That's why we call Florida men/women. Yeah, I guess you do need like a distinct name for them. Probably for the best, honestly. Heat is fine, humidity is death. Humidity just makes it feel like you're walking through a blanket of water. It sucks, dude. It's terrible. It's awful. It's icky. It's gross. You feel gross. No good at all. I think like the top eastern states are nice. The northeast states. The filler states with the brick houses, those are nice as well. The people that live there seem happy. Like the people in New Hampshire and Maine and Delaware, those guys seem happy. So I assume it's nice. I think the housing is expensive up there though, if I remember correctly. Oh, Ace of Spades, thank you. Thank you for the bronze apple. You like the mountains and big game hunting? Gotta go to Texas and vanquish some hogs. It's like one of those quests that you get in MMOs. Just go kill the hogs. It's Hampshire. No, it's hamster. I know what I said. It'll catch on eventually. I know what I said. Beware of hogs, bro. What, you gonna die to a hog? You're like a level 5 adventurer if you die to a hog. Hogs are everywhere? Are they really? Did they really spawn in that quickly? Ugh, I didn't even know all that, to be honest. I know they're dangerous. I was just kidding. Be careful, chat, okay? Yeah, thank you for the 5 kids. Visited a friend in Florida a couple times. My mask during COVID was damp and hard to breathe. Through 2 minutes after walking out of the airport. Goodness gracious. That does sound kind of scary. Actually, no, I've had layovers in Florida. I hated it. Hog hunting is fun with a guy that has machine guns. It feels extreme, but I know it's not enough. It's just not extreme enough. Would it be the US if housing wasn't needlessly expensive? That entirely depends on what state you're in. Cause like, housing in a lot of parts of like a state like Texas aren't so expensive, but then if you want to have a nice house in New York, you better be like stupid, freakishly wealthy, you know? So it's kind of like a choose your adventure type of thing. I mean, I don't know. I just want to live somewhere peaceful. Well, I'm so sorry you had to have a layover in Miami. I didn't even say it was Miami. How'd you know it was Miami? I wanna tell a story. It's gonna sound bad, but like I don't mean anything bad by it. Actually, I don't know if I should tell this story. Gotta think about this. International airport. Yeah, there was like there was a time where I was flying back from leave and I had to pass through Miami. I forget, I had a lot of layovers now that I think about it because I went for a cheaper ticket and it just, yeah, it was like out of the way, but anyway, I got stuck there because something happened to my plane on the flight before, so I was late. And then anyone who's been in Miami's airport knows it's like freakishly huge, so it's hard to like run across the airport to get to like where you need to be. And they always move things around, so you can't trust what's on your ticket. You have to like look up at the board and try to figure out where the hell you're supposed to be at. So anyway, I was not able to make my flight. It was literally impossible. So then I had to get a hotel with like the airport accommodations or whatever. Like they bus you over to a hotel, you stay overnight. That was awful. Luckily, I always have like a day or two of like buffer days for my leave in case anything happens, so it wasn't a huge deal. But I was like, I kind of felt like I had gotten isekai'd, because as soon as I stepped outside, everybody was speaking Spanish. To me, at least. Like, I went into the bus, and it was just everything was Spanish. And I got to the hotel, and it was all Spanish. And then they saw I didn't understand, and then they switched to English very reluctantly. And then I just went to bed, and I was like, I don't know what just happened. I've never experienced this before. But that was my experience, like my brief time in Miami. I've never seen anything like it, bro. Do I look like I speak Spanish? Well, I think it depends on who you ask. I mean, I'm mixed race, right? So I don't know. I'm not Hispanic though. I am not Hispanic, but maybe they just assumed. Yeah, I am. I am the color that you see before you. This is I am this color, so people, I don't know if they just made assumptions or if they're just more comfortable talking in Spanish, which, you know, that's totally fine, but yeah. Yeah, that was the scenario. I was just very confused. Wasn't really sure what to do. What if Tomoe is actually Tomoe? Who would have thunk it, bro? Who would have thought? How could this happen? But yeah, it was interesting. I think the worst part about it was just how disgusting the weather was, but that's how it is. I really think they need to redesign that airport though, because like I say, it's trash getting around there. Having to run around is awful, man. I have too much faith in people. What if Tomboy is actually a horse girl? It's true! I am! Oh, thank you very much for joining the Umarmy, by the way. Welcome, Anubis. Thank you, Anubis. No gator sightings? Nah, I wasn't there long enough. I was not there long enough. And actually tan tomboy? I mean, I guess I'm like tan by default settings technically, so sure. Yeah. Tomoe with the permatan. It's true. I said it. Did I actually? That was a lucky guess. That was a lucky guess there. Default tan is crazy. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just the color I am, bro. Default settings does in fact imply genetics. That is true. That is very true. Some of us get burnt. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I occasionally say this, but I am half black and half white. That is my that's what I am. Tomboy abs forever. You know what, bro? I respect your dedication. How is that a wild thing to say? Oh, okay, I got you. Miami is something else. Miami is like It's like a bonus map on a game, basically. I think they have that in GTA, and I can see why now. It makes sense. Pork chop recipe? Also, thank you very much for the gift subscription. Thank you. Of course she reads the chats that aren't meant for her. I get confused when you guys have side conversations and don't elaborate, okay? I just be reading stuff sometimes, man. I just be reading stuff. Anyone can get sunburnt. The sun sucks after a long hot day. Yeah, it does. It does. You get confused that we socialize with each other? Bro, okay, look, you're not about to call me a dumbass for assuming that messages in my chat are intended for me, okay? Especially when I can't read every message, so sometimes I look down and I just see something out of context and I have no idea who's being talked to. I just assume it's towards me, okay? I'm not trying to be selfish here, but I just assume that. Does our privacy mean nothing? Okay, I'll look away. Hold on. I'm looking away. I refuse to read chat. Yeah, you can't stop me. I can't believe I'm so mean and selfish. I am the definition of toxic leadership. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start beating people again. How else is morale supposed to improve? I have to make an example. I have to set an example out of someone here. Wait, no, we don't need to report me though. Alright guys, so here's how the Umarmy is gonna make money. So we're gonna look for places that have scrap, right? And we're gonna take the copper that they've left behind. And we're gonna sell it to buy new equipment for the Umarmy. And that's what we're gonna do. That's the big $100 million idea. Any questions? To be fair, when I super chat, it's usually because I want Tomoe to read it. Very fair. Very fair. I got the horse soldier plushie, I love it, but I do want to say with at least mine, its head is rather short, so it looks like a horse-pig hybrid. Yeah, all of their faces are short. Otherwise, you guys would be like, why the long face? Although it's actually just like that, so it was easier to make them really squishy. So it was either make the plushie more firm or make it squishier but more compact. Yeah. I'm not toxic leadership. Damn, I gotta be more harsh with you guys. Alright, I need you guys to stay late and no time off. Actually, you don't need a weekend, do you? You don't need to like go and take leave either. Like you're okay with just never using leave. I really feel like you guys need to be humbled a little bit. Like you're taking advantage of the freedoms that have been given to you by the Umarmy. We really need to change things, all right? Yeah, we gotta switch things up a little bit. Unpaid overtime. Yeah, basically the salary job. Oh, you're wondering where all your copper went? Nah, bro, that's the Umarmy's copper. That's our copper, okay? Leave is a privilege. That's right. It can be revoked at any time. That's the right mentality. I have to keep streaming. Well, no, I get vacations. I need a break. You know how hard it is to lead the Umarmy? I need to take some time off. I'm tired, man. I gotta take some time off. First time catching live. I come from the hell that is YouTube. I can't believe you've deserted the YouTube side. Actually, no. Everyone here is in the same Umarmy. There is no division in the Umarmy. We are all happily horsing around together. I stand by that. That's not very American. I thought sharing was caring. Do you guys not want to share with each other anymore? Whatever happened about sharing the wealth, sharing the American dream, flourishing together as one united horse hive mind? What about that, huh? What about that? Unless now you guys want to be selfish, eh? I'm on to you. Yeah, okay, go on. Defend yourselves. I'm listening. They got broken selfish. Man, history is repeating itself. Oh, good golly, I've been streaming for 2 hours. I gotta wrap it up soon, guys. I've been yapping long enough. I have no idea how long I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, but if I'm gonna be drinking, it's probably going to take a while. I think I started the stream at 8 p.m. tomorrow? 8 p.m. EST? Yeah. It was only because I said to myself, I think drinking at 7 p.m. is too early, so if I drink at 8, I can justify it to myself. True story. I will be drinking and driving in American Truck Simulator. The drinking is real. The driving is simulated. Yes. How does it actually work streaming on both Twitch and YouTube? I just have the chats open side by side and I read them back and forth. It's your day off, drink when you want. Yeah. Drink so they can't call you into work. Not really, that's not real advice. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be responsible, okay? I will be playing mouse and keyboard because I don't know how to play with the controller. Jwood77, thank you for joining the Umarmy as a horse private second class. It's nice to have you here. PT starts at 0600. Don't be late. Where is the horse navy division? Bro, I ain't see any swimming horses. Do you? Hi, Hans lady. Oh my gosh, hi. Hello. Hi. Don't drink. Trust me, it feels better to leave it behind. Hold on, I gotta check something. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta check something. I gotta confirm. Give me a moment, chat. Hold on. Where the fuck is this? Where is it? Where is this? Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Also, thank you very much for the apple. Sorry. I'm trying to find something right now. Where the hell is this? Chat, you gotta believe me, there is a punchline to this. Okay, my last drinking stream was 4 months ago. I have not had any alcohol in 4 months. Don't worry. I don't think I have a problem. That was the moral of the story there. That was what I meant to get at. I'm practically addicted? Bro. That's the punchline. Only 4 months sober. I hate you guys so much. Man, fuck you. You guys are toxic. I'm not the toxic one. You guys are the toxic one. I literally only drink for streams. I only drink for streams, and I only do drunk streams like 2 or 3 times a year. I don't have a problem. If you do drink, do so in moderation. I know my limits! I've been old enough to drink for quite a bit now, don't worry. I will not drink too much, don't worry. I'm an alcoholic, no! I'm not an alcoholic. Drinking won't bring the kids back. But if I drink, I'll work up the courage to call her again, man. She'll take me back, right? It's only been a couple years. I know she remarried, but... Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. You like to hide your problems? I don't have a problem! I don't have a problem. Y'all are so mean, man. Y'all are so mean. I'm allowed to drink for special occasions, okay? I'm allowed to drink. It wouldn't hit to do an American Truck Simulator a sober stream after telling you guys I was gonna drink, man. Just call an Uber tomorrow. I only had a couple. I can drive still. I can drive. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. What wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I can I'm gonna go on a journey, okay? I'm gonna go on a journey. I had to go grab my keys. I can't believe Tomoe is leaving. She's driving away. She's never coming back. She's grabbing the milk and cigs. It's over. It's Tomoe! I was not drunk this whole time. Nah, I'm sober still. I'm still sober. It's fine. Pick me up a pack of smokes if you can't. Sure thing. I got you. I got you. No problem. Wait, we're gonna hit a deer on the road? Dude, if American Truck Simulator added deer that I could hit while barreling down the highway at 90 miles per hour, I would never be able to put the game down. I would like go on a kill streak. Like of deer, not people, but like, I just want to know the feeling of slamming into a deer in a large truck. Yeah, it's only 90. It's only 90. It's okay. Yeah, the deer's gonna get skill issued. I'm gonna make it look like it has Gmod physics, bro. It's gonna get flung into the horizon. Aim for the spotted ones? Yeah, then I can finally get my fur coat, dude. It's perfect. Don't worry, deer are stupid creatures. They feel nothing. I mean, it'll be over fast. Like, it'll be painless. It should be fine. I think it'll be fine. By the way, if you're new here, welcome to the Umarmy. I'm Tomoe Umari. It's nice to have you here. I hope you enjoy your time. I hope you all enjoy your time. And a very warm welcome to everybody. Wait, hold on. I gotta do this thing. Hold on. All right. Oh. Oh no, the applause, it broke. There we go. Sorry. Sorry, I had to fix it. Also, yeah, don't actually, don't drink and drive. Follow your safety briefs. At least it's not the metal pipe, nah. But I should be going now. I gotta go to bed. It's my bedtime. Old lady Tomoe, you know, can't have Granny staying up too late, otherwise she's gonna go senile, right? Isn't that right, chat? Because you like to call me old? Huh, chat? Huh? I'm not old! I'm not old. I'm still young. I'm still young. Okay, Grandma. Okay, Grandma. I'm not gonna give you any money inside of the gift card that I'm sending for your next birthday. Fuck you. You are unworthy of my inheritance, you little shit. I will never forgive you for as long as I live, and maybe that might not be much longer, but I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna remember how you all crossed me. Crossed me. I won't forgive you. Yeah, you're being written out of the will. Better not forget it either. Do I have life alert? No, but you're gonna need life alert by the time I'm done with you. Anyone talking shit right now is gonna get the old 1-2 combo. And I'm not talking about fast food either. Lefty and righty. Yeah. I'm a very abusive grandma. Yeah, I have anger issues. I used to punch holes in the wall. We all have problems, you know? We all have demons to face. Some of ours are just very horse-shaped, you know? Alrighty now. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Try to keep up with my drunk antics. Sorry if I say anything crazy. Haha. It's the alcohol, it's not me. Sorry if I get a little reckless. Like a certain sergeant. But I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out. I will try to get all the 3D stuff up and running this weekend. That is my pet project for the weekend. Now that I don't have to work over the weekend like last weekend. That is all, Your Honor. That is all. Alright. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye for now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.